In the name of Allah, the most kind, the most merciful. Welcome back, everyone, to day 3 of our prompt engineering journey. You have made it through 2 full days of discovery, growth, and hands on learning. You have seen that what prompts are, how AI interprets them, and how to fix unclear ones. But today, we start building prompts like professionals. So, this session is called as the elements of effective prompts. Is where you will finally learn what makes a prompt work. By the end of this hour, you will not only understand how to write better prompts, you will know exactly why they work. So let's take a quick recap of what we have learned till now. Let's talk just a minute to remember what we have done so far. On day 1, we explored what prompt engineering is and why it matters. You have learned that the AI responds best when your instructions are clear, specific, and intentional. On second day, we discovered how AI understands you. We looked at context, intent, and the importance of refining and correcting the prompts. Now it's time to combine that and go deeper, because why clarity is important, it's not the whole story. Every good prompt has a secret formula, 5 core ingredients that make it powerful. Think of them like 5 fingers in your hand. Each one has grasp control of your AI interactions. So these 5 elements are role, task, context, tone, and format. If you master this, you can talk to any AI like a pro, whether you are writing, designing, coding, teaching, or brainstorming. Here is a simple way to imagine it. Writing a prompt is like building a sandwich. The role is your chef who is making it, the task is what you are making, the context is what ingredients they have, the tone is how they are preparing it, fancy or fun, and the format is how they serve it. It's on a plate, in a wrap, or as a slider. Every part matters. If one is missing, you don't get the flavor you need or you wanted. You didn't worry. We will go through each one slowly, and even if you are new, you will understand it all by the end. If you are an expert, this will make your prompts 10 times more effective than before. So let's begin with the first element, that is role. The role tells you the AI who it should be when responding. This is powerful because AI can pretend to be any character, professional, or a perspective you give it. Without a role, AI speaks in a generic voice, like a stranger who's not sure what you want. With a role, it's a step into character and delivers content with precision and authority. Let's look at a few examples. Here we have the first example where we say explain space travel. Let's check out in the ChatGPT. We say it explain space travel. It's going to give us the information what is space travel, why it is hard to reach space, or how rockets work, what happens to it after they take off. But if we add a role in it, where we say you are a science teacher explaining space travel to a 10-year-old, now we have given it a role as a science teacher and explaining to 10-year-old. Now it will respond us differently. Now you see it is given us in a conversational mode where it has say, okay class, imagine Earth is your home and space is the biggest backyard ever. Then it has, you see the headings are same but the way of answer is changed. So this is how you can optimize your prompts. The result is suddenly the language changes, it becomes friendlier, simpler, more visual. Similarly, if we take another example, that is write a workout plan. Here is a workout plan prompt. Now it has given us the 7-day workout plan. That includes day 1 as a full body starter, then core and abs, then it's cardio day. Day 4 is the lower body, 5 is upper body. Then it has given us the day 6 for flexibility and movement. On the day 7 it has given us live movement and rest. But if we give us a role and say you are a certified personal trainer helping a beginner build confidence and stamina, now you will see the result will change because we have added a role in it. So you see, just by adding the role is changing the prompts and results we are producing for it. Initially we said give us a workout plan, and in the second prompt we have given a role, that is you are a certified personal trainer helping a beginner building confidence and stamina. So this is how you can see it feels supportive, motivational and professional, all because of adding the role. When you set a role, you tell the AI what perspective to adopt. It changes the style, depth and direction instantly. So whenever you start a prompt, ask yourself, who should the AI be for this? It could be a teacher, marketer, or a friend, or researcher, or chef, or anything. Define the role. Role defining is the lens through which your ideas will be seen. Now we are moving ahead towards the next, and that is the second element of the effective prompt, that is task. This is where many people go wrong. They tell the AI to help or explain, but they don't specify how to do it. For example, we say in a prompt, help me learn Spanish. We are going to give prompt to the ChatGPT and say, help me learn Spanish. It has given us the step-by-step instructions how to learn. This is too open-ended. The AI could teach grammar, give vocabulary, or write an essay, but which one do you want? And if we say and give a task to it, we will say you are a Spanish tutor. Create a 10-minute daily lesson plan with vocabulary, pronunciation tips, and a short quiz. Now we have given it a role and task as well. We have given it a role as a Spanish tutor, and then we have given it a task to create 10-minute daily lesson plan with vocabulary, pronunciation, and short quiz. Now it will give a precise result. Now you see the result is different. It's according to our direction. It has now given us the vocabulary exercise for 4 minutes. Then it has given us the tutor tip. Then pronunciation practice for 2 minutes. Mini speaking exercise and a 1-minute quiz. So this is how it has customized the results according to our direction. Now the AI knows exactly what to produce. It's guessing. It's not guessing anymore. It's acting on purpose. So remember, this is golden rule. A clear task is equal to a focused result. Whenever you start a prompt, ask, what exactly do I want the AI to do right now? That can be explain, compare, write, design, summarize, translate, plan, generate ideas, correct text, or anything else that describes the action. For your ease, I will show all these words on the screen in the ChatGPT, so you can get a screenshot of it. Here are the words you can add. You can add as explain, compare, or let me add it to the chat so you can easily use them. So these are the words you can add in your prompts. So let's move further. If we take a recap of that, what we have learned so far is role and task. The role is who the AI is, and the task is what the AI is doing. These two already make a big difference, but to make your prompts truly powerful, you will need to give your AI a bit more information, and that's where context comes in. Now we will dive into the next, because the context is what helps AI understand the world around your request. Imagine you are telling a story, but you skip all the background details, the who, the where, and the why. Your audience would feel lost. AI is the same way. It needs context to perform well. Context tell AI why this task matter, who it's for, and what limits or expectation it should follow. It's what transforms a simple command into a meaningful conversation. So let's discuss this third element of the powerful prompt, that is context. When you ask AI to do something, you are not speaking into a vacuum. You are speaking into an enormous world of language patterns, knowledge, and possibilities. Context is what helps the AI find the right path inside the world. Let's think of the context like a treasure map. If you tell a friend, find the treasure, that's vague. But if you say, find the treasure on the north beach near the old lighthouse, under the palm tree with the red mark. Now they know where to look. That's what context does for AI. Its guidance, its search for the right words, tone, and logic. Now we see why context changes everything. Try this with the example. If we say write a story about a dragon, we are giving a prompt to the ChatGPT and say write a story about a dragon. It has given us the story about the dragon of Amber Hill. But if we give the same prompt in a different way and we say write a 200-word bedtime story for a 10-year-old about a friendly dragon who learns kindness while guarding a mountain village. Now we have added a context in it. Now the result would be different. The first one was more generic, but in the second one we have given the context. We have given the details of age group, tone, purpose, and theme. So AI can customize its imagination exactly the way you want. Without context, AI guesses, but with context, AI understands. So this is the way you can improve your prompts and your AI interaction. So we move towards the three layers of context. Context usually have three layers, that is purpose, audience, and environment. Where the purpose is why you are asking, the audience is who is it for, and the environment is what's the background or limits exist. So let's unpack this. The purpose tells AI your goal. For example, we say I am writing this to teach beginner. That's the purpose. We are writing for teach beginners. Then it's come the audience that shapes language, level, and tone. If you take an example, this is the article for high school students. We have given the target audience, that is high school students. And if we talk about our environment, it set the boundaries. If we take an example, we say assume this is the part of a weekly newsletter under 300 words. When you include all these three, the AI becomes remarkably accurate. Almost as it can read your mom. So let's practice that. If we have a weak prompt where we say explain photosynthesis, it will give us a generic result. It has given the results about what is photosynthesis, but the answer is more generic. Now we are giving it in a better way, where we say you are a biology teacher. Explain photosynthesis to fifth graders using a simple analogy and 3 fun facts. Now the result should be different. Now the question is why it is different, because we have added the role and the context. That includes age group, tone, and even a limit. That is 3 facts. Now the AI can speak directly to the situation. If we take another example, that is write a business plan. We have given a direction or command to write a business plan, but it is way more open, and definitely it will give us a generic result. But what if we give it more precise instruction and say you are a startup consultant, write a one-page business plan for a small bakery specializing in organic cakes located in a small town targeting local families. Now the result should be different. It should not be generic because we have added the role and the context in it. Now we will see the power of why in context. When adding context, the word why is your secret weapon. Instead of just saying what you want, tell the AI why you want it. That one single clue changes how it frames its responses. If we take an example where we say summarize the article, it would be a generic summary. But if we say summarize this article so I can explain it quickly to my manager in a meeting, that would be more focused, concise, and more relevant because the purpose has given the direction. So whenever you feel your prompt's result is off, ask yourself, did I explain why I need this? Alright, we have covered role, task, and context. And these three decides what AI does and why. Now let's move into the fourth element, that is tone, because tone decides how it does it. If the task is the map, the tone is the mode. So let's discuss the prompt. Prompt tone is like the track of your words. It's what tells the AI whether you to sound friendly, formally, humorous, or serious. Imagine saying the same sentence in different tones. If we say good morning, or we say good morning, or we say good morning. All these have different tones. One is cheerful, second is flap, and third one is suspicious. The word is same, but the tone or vibes are totally different. So AI reacts the same way. If you didn't set the tone, it picked one of them random based on training data, sometimes stiff, sometimes too casual. Now we will see how to set tone in a prompt. You can set tone directly like this, or write in a friendly and a conversational tone. Keep it professional and respectful, or we can say sound it like a caring mentor giving advice, or we can say it as a use simple encouraging language for kids. Tone can also be amplified or implied by role and context, but when you specify it, you get more control. Let's take an example. In the first prompt, we will say you are a travel blogger, write about Paris. It has given us the results with a 3 to 4 paragraphs. about the city of light and endless charm. But when we add the tone, here is our prompt where we say you are a travel blogger. Write an inspiring, story driven piece about Paris with excitement and wonder. Here we have set the tone. Now the result should be different because we have refined the prompt. So now it's story driven, inspiring travel piece about Paris. So this is how you can adjust your prompts by adding the tone. Tone sits on a spectrum. Here are a few you can try in prompts. Some of these I am giving you in the chat box, so you can see it later, or I will show it on the ChatGPT screen so you can get a screenshot of it and watch later. Give it in the form of table. Let's wait for a second. And here are the different tones you can use in your prompts. You can get a screenshot of it. Here are given the tone, their purpose, and the example prompts. That can be formal, casual, encouraging, playful, pathetic, inspiring. Then also it has given us the purpose, when to use the formal. It can be for professional, business, academic context. Then the second one is casual, that is for friendly and conversational. Encouraging tone is for motivational and supportive. And similarly, the below ones, you can get its screenshot and save it for later. Let me check, I can paste it for you in the chat box in the same table way. Is it possible? No, it exceeded the limit. So you can get a screenshot of it. For those who have joined us now, give your feedback about the stream. Are you learning something new? Give your time zone, where you are watching from. Give your feedback. Now let's move towards our next topic, that is when tones conflict with task. Sometimes tone and task can fight each other. For example, asking for a legal contract in a humorous tone won't make a sense, so align them correctly or carefully. So for serious topics, you need a clear and factual tone. For emotional topics, you want a warm and human tone. For creative writing, you need an expressive tone. For teaching, you need a patient and positive tone. I will again show you this on the ChatGPT so you can better understand what I am talking about. So here are the different tones for different topics. What we are seeing, if we are talking about serious topics, then it can be clear and factual. And if we are talking about emotions, it could be warm and human. If we take an example, we say write a supportive message to a friend coping with stress and loss. For creative writing, you would be more expressive, and if you are teaching, you would be more patient and positive. So when you are adding the tone, you must match it with your purpose. So it would be more natural and trustworthy. So till now we have explored different elements of the powerful prompt, that is a role, task, context, and tone. So together with role and task, we are already have 4 of our 5 pillars. Each one adds a new layer of control, where role gives identity, task gives you the direction, context gives you the meaning, and tone gives you the feeling. We have just one more element left, the one that decides how everything looks on screen, that is the format. That's where we are heading next. So we are talking about the fifth element of the powerful prompt, that is format. Now, why format matters more than you think? If role is who, and task is what, and context is why, and the tone is how, then the format is it, what it should look like at the end. Think of a format like the shape of a container. You can pour the same water into a glass, bottle, or a bucket. The liquid is the same, but how you can use it change completely. AI works the same way. The same idea can appear as a list, as a paragraph, as a table, as a script, or even bullet points. And each one serves as a different purpose. If we take an example, same info and different formats, let's test this idea together. Imagine we want to teach someone about the benefit of exercise. We would say, explain the benefit of exercises. It will give us a generic result. We're explaining the benefit of exercises. But if we change it and give it a format, let's give a prompt where we say list 5 bullet points explaining the key benefits of daily exercise suitable for school poster. Now we have added the format, that is 5 bullet points. Now the result should be different and more specific. Now you see it has given us the benefits of daily exercise for school poster in a bullet points. So this is how you can improve your prompts. Now the AI gives a crisp, clear, and ready to use list, perfect for a visual display. Now we will give you 7 common formats you can use. That could be paragraph, a list, or bullet points, tables, script, dialogue, step-by-step guide, outlines, creative formats. We will show it on your screen so you can better understand what we are talking about, and we will say it, give it form of table. So let's see what brings us as a result. Now it has given us 5 or 7 format types, that is paragraph, list, bullet points, tables, script, dialogues, step-by-step guide, outlines, creative formats, and also given us what the format is best for. The paragraphs are best for storytelling, essays, explanations, and if you want a list or bullet points, it will give you a clarity, summarizes thing, or create a checklist. Then we have the tables. Tables are used for comparison or structured data. Then if you want to use scripts, it can be used for YouTube teaching or role play. Then we have the step-by-step guides. It can be used by tutorials and instructions. Then we have the outlines that could be used for planning, organizing long ideas. Then we have the creative formats that could be poems, tweets, storyboards, jokes, or riddles. So these are the 7 format types you can use in your prompts. So this way you can improve your prompt writing. So now we are going to give you the format personality tip. Here is an inside secret used by professional prompt engineers. Sometimes format and tone work together like a personality costume. For example, explain this concept in the format of a bedtime story. Let's tell AI 2 things: the format, that is story form, and the tone, that is soft, calm, and imaginative. So if you combine format and tone, you get richer results. You can try this yourself, as I gave you the examples. Where we say explain AI in a tweet, that could be shorty, witty, or compact. And we can also say it explain AI in a classroom dialogue. It could be structured and educational. Then we can say explain AI in a bedtime story. It could be imaginative and informational. It has same idea but different words. We will be going more deeper into that. Want to go one level deeper? You can ask AI for multiple formats in a one prompt. This is called nested formatting. For example, we say, let me give you a prompt with an example so you can better understand. Let's communicate with you. For those you are watching, give your feedback in the chat box. Are you learning something new? Give your feedback. What you have learned till now, why it works for you. Waiting for your response, how you respond to our live stream. Do you like it? You want anything else to be discussed in this live stream? Are we going to the right path? So let's give your feedback in the chat box. We will try to improve. Also give your time zone where you are watching from. Is it the perfect time to get live on this topic? So here is the prompt where we say Create a table summarizing 5 marketing strategies and then write a short paragraph explaining which one works best for small business. Let's see how it brings results for us. So here we have a table that summarizes 5 marketing strategies. Now AI has 2 jobs where it has to produce a table that is a structured data and then write a paragraph summary. You are stacking instructions and the AI will follow both. This is how professionals build multi-sectional content reports or videos using a single prompt. Now, why format improve thinking? Format isn't just for output, it helps you think better. When you decide, I want this as a checklist, your brain automatically clarifies what the key points are. When you decide, I want this as a story, your imagination kicks in. Format is like a conjunctive lens, it focuses your thought. It makes you a better thinker or not just a better prompter. Here are some common format mistakes. Formatting to mention format at all. We sometimes forget to mention format at all. Then AI start guesses and you get random structure. It can be mixing formats without telling AI. Make it short but also write an essay. It's confusing because you are saying it short and also saying to write an essay. Then it can be overloading, asking for 10 formats in a one prompt. It can be used as a vague format, words like nicely or beautifully instead of a clear tone like bullet points or a paragraph. When you want precision, name the structure specifically. Now, here is the next heading, that is interactive moment, fix my format, where we fix a vague format together. Let's see, here we have an example of a explain climate change simply. It has given us what is climate change. It is a generic result it have produced. Now if we improve this and give a better prompt where we say explain climate change simply in 5 bullet points for a middle school students. Now we have given the directions and it has given us improved results in a 5 bullet points about the climate change. Or even you make it more better with adding some more directions that says you are a science teacher, explain climate change in 5 bullet points for 10-year-old, ending with one fact about how kids can help. Now we have added the role and format to make things better. So this is the way you can improve your prompts and get the better results. Now we will check the 5 elements of good prompt together in one action. So we have this prompt where we say write an environmental, you are an environmental educator. Here we have defined the role. Then we say write a 100-word friendly paragraph explaining recycling to 10-year-olds in an encouraging tone, and end with the bullet list of 3 easy actions they can take. So we have added all the things in a one prompt. Now it has given us the results in the same way, that is friendly, encouraging explanation of recycling for 10-year-olds. It's also in a bullet points. So this is how you can get better results. So look at that. In one sentence, you told the AI who to be, what to be, why it matters, what to sound, and what shape the answer should like. So let's wrap up this section, and here is what we learned about format. It's about shapes, how AI presents information. You can use clear format words like list, table, paragraph to control structure. Then we are combining tones plus format to add emotional depth. Then we have the nested format, let you build multi-layer outputs. Then we have the format, makes you think better and write smarter prompts. So till now we have learned all the different elements of building a powerful prompt. Now we will see the elements checklist in a real time. Let's make your first reusable prompting checklist. You can write this down or screenshot it. This will be your quick guide for any AI conversation. So let me show it on the screen so you can get a screenshot of it. We save it for later. Also say it, give this table format. So it could look better. So here it has given us a checklist that includes elements that are role, task, context, tone, and format. And here are the questions to ask yourself. Who should AI act as? Or what do I want done? Why, where, and for whom? Then there should be tone that tells what mood or emotional fits. Then is the format, what structure or layout. So this is a small checklist you can use before entering your prompt in the ChatGPT, you can ask yourself about these things. Are these present in your prompt or not? And you can customize it according to your needs. For those who have just joined us now, give your feedback in the chat box. We also welcome you all, those who have joined us in this live stream. Welcome to all those who are in this live stream. We are waiting for your feedback. Give your feedback, share your opinion, share your feedback, what you are learning from our live stream. What improvement we can make in this stream. If you have any question, give in the chat box. Now we will give you the universal prompt template. It's a gift for you, a universal prompt formula you can reuse anywhere. I'll give you in the chat box so you can reuse it anytime you want. Here is the formula. That can be used anytime. If you fill it how it's look like, I will give you an example where we say you are a motivation speaker. Your task is to explain why failures help us grow, and consider that the audience is student preparing for exams. Use an inspiring tone and present the responses at a short speech. So here is the whole prompt that include all the ingredients of a powerful prompt. You can use this structure for any goal. It could be emails, lessons, posts, presentations, or even jokes. It's like having a blueprint for perfect communication. Now we are going to discuss the common struggles and encouragement. Many people at first feel awkward. Why should I tell AI so many details? But think of it in this way. Would you and a painter brush and say paint something? Or would you say paint a calm beach at sunset with soft waves? Details aren't extra work, they are for creative control. That's what prompt engineering really is, giving words shape, purpose, and direction. If we take an example of a format in a job, here are a few quick examples of how people use these elements in their real life. Let's say student, you are a study coach, summarize this chapter in 5 bullet points and a quiz. And if you are a business owner, you can say you are a marketing expert. Write 3 catchy product description in a friendly tone. As a writer, you are a creative editor. Rewrite my paragraph to sound more poetic. As a teacher, you are a lesson planner. Create a 30-minute class outline for fifth grade. And as a developer, you are a documentation writer. Explain this code clearly in a step-by-step guide. So every field, that could be education, business, art, science, benefit from mastering these five. So now we will moving ahead towards the good versus bad prompts with live demos. So let's check out. Let me paste it on the screen. Wait for a second. So let's move towards the good and bad prompts. So we just wrapped up learning the 5 golden elements of a good prompt. That could be role, task, context, tone, and format. That was the theory. Now it's time to see it in action. We are going to compare bad prompts and good prompts side by side. You will see how small tweaks, a word here, a sentence there, completely change the quality of an AI answer. If you have ever typed something like, why didn't it understand me? We will going to solve it in this stream. So think of this like becoming a prompt doctor. Your job is to look at a weak prompt and ask, where is the missing ingredients? It may be you forget the role, or maybe the tone was unclear, or you have not given the context. So by the end of this, you will be able to look at any AI response and instantly diagnose. This didn't work because I forgot the audience, or this feels robotic because I never told it the tone. So sound goods? Give your feedback in the chat box. Are you learning something new with this? And we will see what makes a bad prompt anyway. Before we start, list the 5 classic signs of a bad prompt. I will show it on the screen so you can better understand things. I will give it a direction. Give it in form of table so you can better understand it. Wait for a second. For those who have joined us now, give your feedback in the chat box. So here are the signs of a bad prompt, where it can be too short. We have just said write a prompt, but didn't given the explanation about what, for who, and why. Then the second sign of a bad prompt is it's too vague. It can be make it good, but didn't describe make it good how. It's funny, serious, or for kids. We didn't have mentioned it. Then the third is no structure. The AI has no idea how long, what format, or what direction to take. Then it could be conflicting instructions. That could be write a short easy, or write a short essay that's long and detailed. In the same prompt, we are saying short, and we are also saying it to give a detail. Then the missing role or a tone. The AI sounds generic because you never get it a personality. So these are the signs of a bad prompt. Now we are moving towards the good versus bad prompt formula. Bad prompt first, show what it produces. You can read it or imagine the response, then rewrite it into a good prompt. Now let's see with an example. If we say write about space, it's an example of a bad prompt because we have not specified anything, just give a vague information and say write a space about space. And if we check it after applying the 5 elements of a powerful prompt, we will say you are a space tour guide giving an exciting talk to a classroom of 10-year-olds. Explain what makes space amazing in 3 short paragraphs using fun facts and friendly language. Here we have given the role, the task, tone, and context, all the things in this form is this prompt that make it a good prompt. So this way you can see the bad prompts and optimize them accordingly with the elements of powerful prompt. Now definitely the response is different because we have added the role, tone, context, and format. So this way you can improve your prompts. If we take another example, that is, tell me how to make a pizza. It's a generic prompt. We doesn't add details. It has given us the ingredients, different steps. Now let's give a prompt in a better way. It will be, you are friendly home chef, explain how to make a handmade pizza step by step using simple ingredients and short sentences suitable for beginners. Now we will get an improved form of this answer. So you see, this way we improve our answers by just giving the direction. Now let's take another example where we say explain the internet. It will give us results. Now if we give it in a better way, where we say you are a storyteller explaining the internet to a group of curious fifth graders, use a fun analogy about roads, cities, and digital travel. Now it's a good prompt because we have added the elements of powerful prompt. So this way you can improve your prompts to get better results by adding these elements. So now we are taking a little break. Again, we are live here again. We were discussing good and bad prompts. Now we will discuss how to understand the bad prompt energy pattern. Whenever you see an AI output that feels robotic, generic, too long, or not focused, or you need, it's usually because prompt was underspecified. The fixing it is so simple. Go down to the checklist and see, did I tell it who to be, or did I define what to do, or may I define it as why or for whom, which means I have given the context. Then we will decide, did I choose how it should sound, which means did I given it a tone, or we can see it, did I guide how it should look, which means I have given it a format. Any one of these we have missed one and AI start guessing. If we add all of these, it will perform well. So don't miss any of these elements. If we take an example again and we write a prompt where we say, write a story about a reboot. The AI start guessing and give us a generic result. But if we give a more specific prompt to it, let's wait and see what results it produces. It has given us the result. But if we specify things in a better way, where we say you are a sci-fi storyteller, write a 200-word story about a robot learning a paint in the world where mechanics are not allowed to create art, use an emotional and inspiring tone. Now you see we have given more specific details. We have given it a role, then tell it to write a 200 story, give an inspiring and emotional tone. So we make it more specific to get the better results. Now definitely the result would be improved and in a better way. So this way you can improve your results. Now we are going to the next part, that is refining bad prompts into good ones. Let me show it on the screen as well. Wait for a second. Where we say refining bad prompts into great ones. Let's see how we do it. So we just have seen how tiny prompt changes like adding a role, tone, or a format can make a boring answer suddenly sparkle. Now we are going to talk about what every great prompter eventually learns, that is prompt refinement. It's not about getting the perfect prompt in a one try. It's about knowing how to talk to the AI until it's get there. Think of it's like sculpting clay. The first version is rough, then you chip, smooth, and shape until it's beautiful. So here we will see how to refine our prompts. Prompts are conversations, not commands. A lot of people treat the AI like a vending machine. You type one thing, press enter, and hope for something good drops out. But that's not how it works. A better way to think about this is every prompt is the start of conversation. You are teaching the AI what you want just like you would explain a project to a new teammate. If it gives you something off track, that's not a failure, that's a feedback. You look at the answer, noticing what's missing and guide it. That's a great start. You can make it more playful. Or you can say, can you add example from real life? Or you can also say, you can shorten it to 100 words. Each adjustment is a refinement step. So now we are here introducing the prompt refinement loop that has to make your prompts much better. So let's try it. There is a method I teach all students. It's called prompt refinement loop. It has 4 steps. First one is the test, which means try your first idea, don't overthink it. Then second step is to observe, that read the AI responses carefully. The third step is to adjust, where we add, remove, or clarity based on what's missing. Then we go with the repeat step, that keep looping until it's sound just right. That's the golden habit of expert prompt engineers. They don't rely on magic, they rely on iterations. So let's see. Here we have a prompt where we say ChatGPT to write a motivational message. It will give us a motivational message. It's not bad, but it's generic. So you observe the things. Where we say it's too plain, it doesn't tell me who it's for or the situation. Let's wait. Now we will adjust it, and we say write a motivational message for a friend who failed an exam using a kind and encouraging tone. Now let's see how it brings results for us. Wait for a second, it will give us results. It's taking a little bit longer time. Now it has given us a kind and encouraging message to send to a friend who has failed the exams. Now it's much better. Now we can also refine it more and give it a more refined version and say to it, you are a sportive friend writing a motivational message to someone who failed an exam. Use an empathy, short sentences, and gentle humor to lift their mood. So you see, we have started with a simple generic prompt, then we observed what missing, we refined it, adjusted, added some more things in it, then we get the results. Again, we refine with more directions, where we use empathy, short sentences, and gentle humor to lift their mood. So this is the refinement, where you keep on improving your prompts until you get your desired results. Now with that, we are moving towards the echo test technique. After getting a response, ask the AI to echo back your intention. Like this, explain what you understand about my request before you continue. It will literally summarize your goal, and that helps you see if it understands you. If it repeats the same thing wrong, you know exactly where your wording confused it. If we take an example and we say, write a short guide on self-discipline. It started writing. It has given us the results. Wait for a second for the results to produce. So it has given us a quick why to self-discipline. But if we say, write a short guide on self-discipline, before giving the results, please tell me what you understand from this prompt. Let's check out how it brings the results. Now it has given us what it has understand. If we see anything missing, we can add over here and then press enter to give us results. So this way you can echo test your command. So here we have next topic, that is diagnosing common prompt problems. Let's break down the common prompt errors that appears after your first try. The first problem may be it's too much information in one prompt. Here is an example of that. I will show it on your screen. Where we say write a blog post, make it funny but serious. Here is a conflict in it, where we also saying funny and also saying to make it serious. Then we are saying short but detailed. These are again conflicting with each other. Then we have the simple and advanced. Again, a conflict in the prompt. So what we can do is start with simple, add one change for refinement. In the same way, the second problem is asking for too many styles at once. Here is an example of that. Let me show on the screen. Where we say write a poem though it sounds like Shakespeare and Taylor Swift. So we are confusing it. It should not be a best practice. Then the fourth problem maybe is missing purpose. If you don't tell the AI why you want something, it doesn't know what tone to pick. So better is to give a tone or a purpose to clarify things in a better way. So this is the way you can improve your prompts. Then there is another way or a pro tip that you can ask the AI to self-improve its answers. After getting an average response, just say, can you improve your last answer based on your own best practices? Yes, ready. Yeah, AI can analyze it. It may say, sure, I can make it one more concise, add examples, and improve flow. Then it rewrites automatically, saving your efforts. So here we have the refinement ladder technique. Think of each version as a step on a ladder. Step 1 is to create a rough draft, then add clarity in step 2. In step 3, add emotions and personality. In step 4, you can add a format that includes bullets, sections, list, or anything related to that. And in step 5, you can add polish that includes tone, flow, or storytelling. You can climb as high as you like. Each rung makes the prompts and the output sharper. The beauty of this process is you always improve. Even your first attempt fails, the second one teaches you something. So refine your prompts with the repetition. For those who have just joined us now, give your feedback in the chat box and we will try to improve our online stream. Also tell us what you want to see in this live stream, be the part of live stream. Let's communicate, collaborate, and together achieve the goals. Did you learn something new in this live stream? Give it in the chat box. So next we have refine through repetition. Let's try with a story example. Where we say write a story about a cat. Here we have given the prompt. It's more generic prompt. It's going to write a story about a cat. In the second prompt, we will refine it after absorbing the results. We will say it, write a short story about a cat named Luna who discovers a hidden garden. Now it will refine the results. Now we will check out the response and we will refine it once more to get the desired results. And let's wait for the results. It will produce. Now it has given us Luna and the Hidden Garden, a story of a 3-paragraph. Now we refine the prompt and say you are a children's storyteller. Write a 150-word story about a curious cat named Luna who finds a secret garden under the moonlight. Use warm language and scenery details. So you see how we have refined these prompts, get the better results. So you see it has given us the results in a better and improved way. That's Luna and the moonlit garden. It's about 150 words. So this way you can refine your prompts. Another advanced refinement tip is use the double AI method. This one's more advanced but super one. After getting an answer from AI number 1, ask it as AI number 2, whose job is to criticize and improve the first AI answer. Like this, you an expert editor reviewing the previous response suggests the improvements. Then apply those changes in your next round. That's how researchers and content creators produce high quality AI writing fast, using AI to train itself. So now we are going to just recap what you have learned so far. Is prompts aren't one shot, they are conversations. You use the prompt refinement loop that includes test, absorb, adjust, and repeat. You can use tricks like echo test or double AI review. Every improvement step adds clarity, emotions, and precision. You are not just prompting anymore, you are collaborating. So with that, we are moving towards next topic, that is fixing the messy prompts. So we are moving towards our next topics, and let's see why our long prompts fail. Let's look at what actually happens inside the AI when you send a messy prompt. When you give a long paragraph with 10 ideas, the AI tries to understand your intent, but if there is no clear focus, it ends up with averaging everything. That's why your response might sound halfway serious, halfway playful, and fully confusing. So the first rule of clean prompting is one clear task per prompt. If you want multiple tasks, do them in sequence. Ask for the outline first, then the content, and then the summary. That's how professionals guide AI step by step, like giving a chef instructions. They say first to chop the vegetables, then cook the sauce, then serve the meal. If you ask everything at once, the kitchen catches fire. So think of a great prompt like a layer cake. Each layer adds flavors, but if you dump all the frosting and fruit in one pile, it's just a mess. So what are the layer? The layer are the role, task, context, tone, and format. The role layer tells who's talking. The task layer tells what they are doing, and the context layer says about who is it for and why it matters. The layer tone tells how it should sound, and the format layer tells how it should look. So you build them carefully, one on top of another, not all at once. When your prompts get too longer or confusing, it because you are mixing too many layers at the same time. So let's fix together and let's see. Here we will give a prompt where we say write a blog post that kinds of funny but serious about productivity and also how to be motivated, make it sound natural but professional, use emojis but not too many, and include a story of and make it short but detailed enough. So you see, it's a messy prompt where we are saying funny but serious, then making it natural and professional, and also confusing it with short but detailed. So this is a messy prompt. It would not give us the desired results because it's wrong and unclear. AI doesn't know what kind of funny but serious means or how short is short but details. It's trying to mix water and fire. So well, we will simplify it step by step, where we say write a short story about productivity. Let's wait for the results. Then wait for the results. It will generate. Then we would add a role and tone it, where we say you are a productivity coach writing a friendly and motivated blog post about staying focused when working from home. Let's wait for the result it produced for us. It's taking some time. Let's wait and see. Let's wait. Now we can add a format in it as well, where we say you are a productivity coach writing a friendly and motivational blog post around 150 words about staying focused when working from home. You use short paragraphs and add one emoji per paragraph. So let's see how it produced the results for us. Let's wait and see. So you see, we have improved it in a better way. Now we are discussing the 333 rule of simplicity. It is an easy rule where whenever you are prompting, you apply this rule. What does this 333 rule means? It means 3 sentences max per instruction, then 3 objectives per tone, and 3 total goals max. If you go beyond that, the AI starts to drift. So here are the some common signs your prompt is overcomplicated. I will share these on your screen so you can better understand it. I will share it in the form of table. So you can better understand how it works. Let's see how it gives us the results. Wait for a second. It will show you a table. Wait for it. It's taking some time longer than usual. We just have to wait. Till then, those you have joined now, give your name in the chat box, give your feedback, and we will try to improve our stream. Give us details what you want to learn. Is it easy to communicate with you? Let's wait and see why it's taking too longer. Okay, it produces the results. It has given us the three signs or common signs your prompt is overcomplicated. First sign is you reread your own sentence twice to understand it. Why it means your idea isn't clear even to you. Then why it's a problem. If you get confused, the AI definitely will. Now the second sign is you use words like kinda, somehow, or a bit of. The request is vague or undefined. AI can't guess what you really want. Then the third sign is you say things like make it simple but advanced. You are giving conflicting instructions. So be clear and be specific for about what you want. So this way you can improve your prompts. You can also make it better by 3 clarity questions. Whenever you finish writing a prompt, ask yourself these 3 questions. What's the main goal here? Who is the audience? What form do I want the answer in? Then if you can answer all these 3 sentences in one, your prompt is clear. So with this, we will moving forward towards our next topic, that is from chaos to clarity, building the perfect prompt step by step. So we have seen bad prompts, refined prompts, and simplified prompts. Now let's bring them all together in one exciting story-driven demo. I call the exercise from chaos to clarity. This is where all we watch step by step how a messy, confusing idea transforms into a crystal clear, effective prompt that gives us the exact response we want consistently every time. So imagine this is something an everyday user, maybe someone in the audience, might type to ChatGPT or any AI tool where it say these things and say, hey, can you help me make a story that's fun but also serious about like robots and people getting along, and maybe one of them learns emotions, but I want to be educational too so kids can understand, and also a little bit poetic but not boring, and also you can make it short but not too short. If we give it that prompt, this is a mess because every creative prompt starts as chaos. Let's find the key parts heading inside this sentence. If we slow it down, we can identify different ideas, that is story about robots and human getting along. One robot learns emotion, it's educational, means for kids, not too science, poetic but not boring, then should be short but meaningful. So we have to make it better because in this prompt we have messed all the things in one. So how we can make it better? Let's see. We will say it you are a children's storyteller or a story writer. Write a short story about robot learning emotions and becoming friend with human. Or we can make it in a better way where we say you are a children's story writer. Write a story for a 10-year-old about a robot learning emotions and becoming friend with human. Make it educational but also add empathy. So this is the better way to describe the prompt, and we can make it more better by getting its full version or the final version by saying it. You are a children's story writer. Write a 300 word story for a 10-year-old about a robot learning emotions and becoming friend with a human. Make it educational about empathy. Use a gentle poetic tone with a touch of wonder and format it with short paragraphs. So here is the complete clean prompt. It's not too messy and will give you definitely the results you want. So make things clearer to get the better results. With that, we are moving towards our next topic, where we are building a elements checklist, your personal prompt map. The question is why we need a checklist. So why make a checklist? Because even experienced creator forgets key pieces when they are in a rush. You might remember tone but forget context. You might focus on task but can forget audience. And then you are left wondering, why did ChatGPT give me something weird again? So a checklist saves you. If you are a silent coach reminding you, hey, don't skip the important parts. So every pro has one. Even it's a pilot, surgeon, engineers, and now the prompt engineers. So here are the 5 building blocks review. Before we start constructing it, let's recall the foundation over 5 essential elements that are role, task, context, tone, and format. So making it visual, imagine you are drawing a treasure map. Your X marks the spot is the perfect AI output. Each of these elements is a landmark along the way. So role is your compass, it sets direction, and the task is your path, the thing you are walking toward. The context is your landscape, it gives meaning to where you are. The tone is your weather, it changes how the journey feels. And the format is your final destination, the treasure chest itself. So it's a complete checklist you must fill before getting your results. So with that, we are moving towards the next topic. Hope you have understand all the above things. Here is tone vocabulary for you. You can use it in your prompts. I will give you it in the chat box or even show it you on the screen. I will say it and give it in table form so you can get a screenshot of it to use this later. And let's wait for a second and you will get the results. Till then, those who have joined us now, give your feedback in the chat box, be the part of community, tell us what you want to learn. We will try to produce content according to your needs. Let's wait and see. It's taking a little longer time to show us the results. Here it has given us the results. Here it has given us the tone vocabulary that includes friendly, formal, inspiring, playful, expert, calm, poetic, persuasive, or dramatic. Also give us how it feels or example uses. Each tone creates a different emotional response. If you ever feel stuck, use these magic phrases. In the same way, we are giving you the formats you can use in your prompts. Let's check out. You can use these formats in your prompt to get your results better, improve your prompts. Let's wait till it's appear on your screen. So here you will get it in the table form. You can get a screenshot of it, or if you want, you just message in the chat box and I will provide it to you. Is format type, that is paragraph, bullet points, table, dialogue, quote, heading and subheadings, emojis. Also given is how it works and use example. It can be presents information in sentences, good for storage or explanations. List or summaries are the key ideas clearly and quickly. Organize tables, organize data for easy comparison of structured data. So you can use that for improving your prompts. So with that, we are moving towards our next topic, that is expanding the elements, building an advanced prompt checklist. So we are talking about advanced elements, the fine-tuning switching that gives you control over precision, creativity, and reliability. Think of them as a bonus gear in your AI engine. Once you know how to use them, you will drive smoother, faster, and smarter. So let's expand your checklist. Here we are going to add precision with a constraint element. So let's begin with my one of favorite additions, that is constraint. Constraints are the rule or the boundaries that guides your AI's behavior. When you say write a short story, AI thinks how short is short, 50 words, 500 words, or a whole novel. But if you say write a 100-word short story set in the future with a twist ending, now the AI locks in. It knows the exact range, setting, and the creative twist you want. So this is the constraint. Some of the common types of constraints are length constraints, time constraint, rule-based constraint. Let's check all of them in the table so it's better to understand for you. Let me give you a table about that. Here we will say it, give in table form. Let's see how it brings results for us and make it easier for understand. Let's see. It's still taking time to show us a table. Let's wait and see. It has given us the table about constraint bind in a table format. Here are the type of constraint, and here are the example and how to use it. Here it's a length constraint that could be in 3 bullet points or under 200 words in one short paragraph. It's a length constraint. Then there is a time constraint where we say explain this if you only had 30 seconds to talk, or we can say it, summarize it for a last minute presentation. Then third one is a rule-based constraint, which say avoid technical jargon or don't repeat examples, or use only positive words. So this is a rule-based constraint. This all helps you to make a better prompt, adding this creative clarity. So we see the real power of constraint, because when you box it, it has to think definitely within those limits, just like a poet using words in the limits. So this way you can improve your prompts. The next thing is, or the next element is the perspective. Perspective defines who's telling the story, or from what point of view the content should be written. For instance, imagine the prompt, describe a city after a storm. Now, perspective means the AI might just give a news report, but adding perspective like describe a city after a storm through the eyes of a 6-year-old child. Now we have added the perspective in it. So the perspective isn't just for stories, it's work everywhere. Like if in education we can say explain the context of black hole, as if you are a science teacher talking to fifth graders. For marketers, it's write a product pitch from the point of view of a customer who just discovered the brand. Now the next element is the feedback loop. Here is where we go from using AI to collaborating with AI. Enter the feedback loop. This is where you tell the AI to reflect or evaluate its own responses. It's like giving it in a built-in review system. It's check its own work before showing you. Just like write a 200 words blog intro, then review it for clarity and rewrite if necessary. So you just turn one prompt into self-improvement system. Here are the 3 types of feedback loops. I will try to show it you on the screen in the form of table so that you can better understand it. Give me a second and I will do it for you. Give it in table form. Wait for the results and let's see how it brings the results for us. Wait for a few seconds to get the results. So it has shown us the loop type and how it works with use examples. It has self-review loop. Write your own answer, then critique it for clarity and fix weak parts. The second one is external persona loop. Write your answer as an expert, then switch roles and review it as a beginner. Then third one is instruction loop. Generate 3 ideas, then pick the best one and explain why. So you can use these loops according to your desired results. The next element is few shot prompting. This is called few shot prompting in AI terms. You give the model a few examples of what you want and it learns the pattern instantly. So with that, we are moving towards our next topic, that is building reusable prompts templates, your AI blueprint system. So you have built your checklist, you have understand every element, and now it's time to assemble those pieces into something fully powerful. And that is prompt templates. Think of a prompt template as your recipe card for AI. Once you write it, you can reuse it forever. Just change the ingredients, the topic, the details, and you will always get consistent, high quality results. This is how professional AI users, researchers, and creators speed up their workflow. They didn't rewrite prompts from scratch, they built systems that think for them. So let's learn to do then right now. Let's see what is a prompt template. A prompt template is a pre-built structure that includes all or most of the core elements that we have learned now. It's like a form. You fill in the blanks with your current topic or situation. So here is the formula for general purpose template, where you have to add the role, task, context, tone, format, constraint, perspective, feedback loop, and example. That's your master template. It's like a blank but powerful machine, and you just plug in your needs each time. I will show it you on the screen. Let me copy it and show you on the screen. So here are the different elements. I will say it to give it font of table so it's easy to understand. It's the actually a summary of what we have learned till now. That includes role, task, context, tone, format, constraint, perspective, feedback loop, examples. This all makes a master template. So let's see how it's shown in the format table. You can use it as you are add here a role, then say your task is to add the goal you want to achieve, then the situation is describe scenario or a purpose, then add a tone. It could be friendly, expert, storytelling, then add a format, that is present the answer. It could be in the form of a list, essay, email, or a dialogue. Then we will add a limit. It may be of time, of length, and avoid specific issues. Then we add perspective, speak from first person, third person, child, expert, or student. Then we are going to add a feedback loop. After writing, review your work for clarity, creativity, or accuracy. So you can use this from the template according to your needs, what you want. With that, we are moving towards our next topic, that is testing, refining, and polishing your prompts and turning templates into gold. Now we will see why refining matters. Already we have discussed it, but we will go more deeper in that. Your first task is never your final prompt. AI, like a human collaborator, it needs feedback. It gets better the more you guide it, the more you adjust your instructions, and the more clearly you define your expectations. Refinement isn't about starting over, it's about tuning what already works. It's like adjusting the volume and brightness until the output shines. So, in this session, we will learn three key techniques, that is, iteration testing, try small prompt variations, or error debugging, spotting where AI misunderstands you, or optimization the loops. So, the first step is iteration testing. Iteration means trying again but smarter each time. You tweak one variable, test, observe, and repeat. There is a simple formula of testing where we see give me three different versions of this prompt, each with a slightly different tone or format. We will give it prompt like explain the climate change, and also give the prompt and also add give me three different versions of this prompt, each with a slightly different tone or format. Let's see how it brings results for us. Let's wait and see how it brings results for us. It's taking some time, we have just to wait. It has given us the three different versions. First one is friendly and educational, second one is informative and structured, and the third one is storytelling and engaging. Now compare them and which one fits your audience better, which one feels more natural. So that's the iteration testing. Now let's move to the debugging prompts. Now what if the AI gives you the wrong kind of response? That's when we debug, just like programmers fixes bug in the code. Prompt debugging means figuring out where your prompt weak or went out of track. Ask yourself, did I forget to define the role? Why my task too vague or open-ended? Did I miss the format or tone, or did I overload it many extra instructions? Identify it and try to remove the error or fix the error. Now the third one is to optimize it, the loop. Once your prompt works well, it's time to optimize it. Optimizing mean about making your prompts faster, clearer, and more consistent. You can ask AI to analyze its own response. That's the magic of a feedback loop. After getting an answer, type this. Now review your own response. What could be improved for clarity and tone, and it will give you the better results. So this way you can improve the optimization loop. So with that, we are moving to heads our next topic. Wait for a second, and we are moving towards our next topic. That is introducing structure templates. Now we will see what are structure templates. Structure templates is a repeatable pattern you can use again and again to create powerful forms without thinking too hard. Thinking of like having a recipe for a perfect cake, a blueprint for a strong house, or a layout for a school project, or a routine that helps you stay organized. Is same thing or something solid you can rely on, something that gives every prompt you write a strong foundation. Imagine if you every time you needed to write an email, an explanation, a summary, a plan, a story, a study guide, a response to a tricky question. You had to ready-made template that tells exactly what you want. There is no confusion, no guessing, or no randomness. Just consistent, high-quality output every single time. That's the power of a structured prompt template. Now the question is why templates matter more than you think. Let me tell you a secret. Professionals don't write new prompts every day. They design templates once and then reuse them forever. It helps them to save time, reduce mistakes, give more control, make your thinking clearer, help beginners sound like expert, and helps expert move faster. So if you have ever seen someone use AI like a superpower, generating perfect documents, answers, lessons, and plan, there is a 99% chance they are using templates behind the scene. So today we are joining the same league, the building blocks of a template. A structured template is built from the 5 simple elements we have been learning. That includes role, task, context, tone, and format. But the difference is you arrange these 5 elements into a reusable structure, kind of like arranging furniture in your room. Once you find the perfect layout, you didn't change it every day, you simply use the space. Template works the same way. You create the layout once, then you plug in the details whenever you need them. So being friendly explanation, the sandwich template. A structure prompt is like a sandwich. Yes, a sandwich because a sandwich has a structure where we say top pad is equal to role and task. It set the purpose. Filling is equal to context, instruction, and tone. This is the flavor of your prompt, and then is the bottom bread, that is format. this hold everything together. If I gave everyone the same sandwich layout, you would customize your filling however you want, like chicken or cheese, spicy or mild, or veggies or no veggies. But the structure keeps it consistent. Templates do the exact same thing for forms. Here is the first universal template. Let's build your structure template right now. These templates work for emails, letters, explanations, summaries, notes, essays, blog posts, teaching, planning. And here is the first version. It's being friendly for beginners. I will show it you on the screen. Here it is. You can fill it with your own data. Let's wait for a second. Let's wait and see the results, how it been for us. So here we have the template, and in this table you have the explanation of this template. You are define the role over here. Your job is to add the task here, add the context, writing tone, and present in the format. Here is the explanation of all that. You can get a screenshot of a universal template. Now here we are giving you the second template. It's more advanced. Let's wait. Let's wait for ChatGPT to bring us the result in the form of table. Just wait and see. So here's the advanced model. Here to set the role and also add the expertise in. Then say your objective is, or your goal or your task is given here using the following details. Add some knowledge in it. Then here is to give the style and the tone and deliver the response on the following instructions. Here it has given us the details of that example and how to use it. So this way you can structure your prompts in a different way. With that, we are moving towards our next topic. That's the 5 elements of template blueprint. Let's wait. We are moving towards our next topic. Wait for a second. Here we are going to show you the 5 examples or 3 examples of prompt templates that you can use. Give table so it's easy to understand. Wait for a second. Get the table on your screen. Okay, then those you have joined now, give your feedback in the chat box. Tell us what you want to learn. Also give us, are you learning something new? So here it has given us the example table. For those who are learning something new, the role is friendly and teacher, and tasks will be explained senses. And here's the context. Same way you can add the tone and the format. Here it's for professional business writing. Here is the role and the task. Or you can see in this way. It has given us the tone, also given us the format. Then it has given us the example second, that is for professional business writing. You can add role as digital marketing strategist, add the task, context, tone, format. Similarly, you can copy it for creative writing, add the role, task, context. So here are some of the examples you can use in your daily prompts that helps you to get better results. So with that example, we are moving towards our next topic. That is static versus dynamic templates. These are templates used exactly as they are. You just copy, paste, fill, and run. It's exactly that we have shown just you now. But the dynamic templates are flexible templates with variable that changes depending on your needs, where we add a role, task, context, and style tone according to our needs. So the dynamic templates are used by professionals, creators, businesses, developers, teachers, content agencies, or productivity levels. Now we have the 5 template categories every person should have, that are learning templates, writing templates, creative templates, productivity templates, or problem solving templates. Now the first type is learning templates that are used by or used to explain topics, simplify concepts, teach ideas, break content into pieces, or tutor you step by step. Here I will show you it on the screen. Let me copy and paste. Where I say just print it. That's the- Let's wait and see. These are the learning templates. Wait for a second. It will display on your screen. So here is the simple learning template. You are a friendly teacher. It's a role. Then here's the topic you can add. Then you can add a context where you say I'm a beginner or new to the topic. Then you add a tone that is simple and friendly, and format is short explanation plus examples. And here is the advanced example. That's a role as you are an expert tutor, and objective is to help me master this concept. Then the context is struggling with the technical language, please include and logs constant, avoid jargon. Tone should be encouraging and format is step by step. You can copy this and keep it for future use. The second category is writing templates. These include emails, descriptions, scripts, paragraphs, summaries, rewrites, explanations, and polishes. So here are the templates you can use for writing. Let me copy and paste. Wait for appearing on your screen. It's just take some seconds to appear on your screen. Let's wait. Till then, those who have joined us now, give your name in the chat box. Give your feedback, waiting for your response. Are you learning something new? So here we have templates for writing, where we add role as a you are a writing helper. Task is to rewrite this sound clearer. The context is school assignment. Tone is simple and friendly, and the format is one improved version. For advanced level, you can use a role as a professional editor. The task is to transform this text to be concise and engaging, then adding a context, constraint, tone, and format. You can get a screenshot of it to use it for writing purpose. Now the third category is creative templates. That includes stories, poems, scripts, ideas, characters, titles, YouTube concepts. So here are the examples of that. Let me show on your screen. Wait for a few seconds and it will bring results on your screen. Let's wait and see. It has given us the results. For creative storytelling, it has added the role, then the task, tone, and format. In the advanced level, it has given us the role, objective, context, and added the theme, added characters, constraint, tone, and format. The fourth category is productivity templates that can be used for planning, organizing, goal setting, designing schedules, breaking big tasks into simple steps. And here are the template for that. Let me copy and paste it on your screen. Wait again for a few seconds and it will appear on your screen. For those who are watching, please tell me, have you learned something new? Give it in the chat box or a comment box. Give your feedback. We appreciate your feedback in the chat box. So here is the example templates that includes role, task, and format. For advanced level, you can add as role, objective, context, and then the format. It can be used for productivity purpose. Now the last one is problem solving template that can be used for brainstorming, troubleshoot, analyze, evaluate, compare, or break down complex tasks. So here we have the template for that. You can reuse it. Let me copy and paste it for you. Just wait for a second and it will appear on your screen. Just wait. It's taking some time. Wait again for a few seconds and it will appear in your screen. It is shown. It has given the role, task and format. You can get a screenshot of it, or if you want, just give a message in the chat box or a comment box and I will provide all this information to you. And here is the advanced level example that includes role, objective, context and the format. So these are the templates you must have for your daily use. So this is all from today. Hope you like this video and live stream. If you learned something new, please give us feedback in the chat box or the comment box, and we will also try to improve our stream according to your feedback, what you want to learn. So that's all from today, and we will come back tomorrow with some new details related to prompt engineering and prompt templates. So that's all from today.